Are you ready for practical, product building? Yes, I think everyone are excited about building products. I'll show you about how to build products, AI products without writing a single line of code. So don't worry about technical matters and all that. So about me, I'm Sukin Shetty. I'm an AI architect, as Om said, and I'm an AI educator also. Help people, a lot of people build their first MVP AI products using AI without writing a single line of code. So I built two products. One is Writer's Blockbuster, which helps aspiring writers to break their writer's block and start writing. Second is Snappify, which is a headshot generator, which is right now a little fixed because of ChatGPT's, Ghibli style images and all that. Now it also can generate headshot. Right. So, and I've been building a lot of products. If you can see on my LinkedIn, I built Reddit scraper with sentiment analysis, and also built fact check box. All these have using Python libraries. But again, I haven't written a single line of code, and I built this using AI. So that is what I'm going to teach you today. How do you use AI to build AI? Okay, are you guys ready? Let me know if you're ready in the chat. So I like interacting, these sessions to be interacting. So let's keep chatting on the chat. Okay, I'll be asking questions, I'll be asking your response. Please be interactive in the chat. Okay, let me start sharing my screen now. Great. You're able to see my slides?
Yes.
Okay, great. So today we are building MVP AI product by vibe coding. Okay, first, do everyone know what does MVP mean? Everyone in the chat, do you know what does MVP mean? No? Yes? No? Okay, most of them don't know. It is minimum viable product. So what does minimum viable product mean? It is basically you are building a MVP or a proof of concept or a prototype. There are different words, but I call it as MVP, minimum viable product, which you can test it, or you can give it to people to test your product. That is what I'm going to show you how to build a MVP. It is going to be a very simple. Uh, uh, I'll tell you what I'm going to build you, what I'm going to build product. So does anyone know what does vibe coding mean? I'm sure you would have heard about it, this new term vibe coding. No? Yes? No? Okay, no problem. If you don't know, let me share that what does vibe coding mean, which I call myself as a vibe coder right now, where we don't code actually, we create codes using natural language plus AI to quickly turn ideas into prototypes. Is it clear? Simple statement, coding with natural language plus AI to quickly turn ideas into prototypes. Is it clear? Programming technique for AI, yes, but using natural language. I'm going to show you how do I build a tech product, AI product, using a simple natural language. Okay. So what does actually vibe coding means? I think Om spoke to you about prompt engineering. So prompt engineer plus vibe coder plus product thinker. That is the way right now all people are building products. Non-tech people. I'm talking about non-tech people, how they're building. You need to know about prompt engineering. You need to know how do you vibe code. You need to know, think about product. So you need to become a product manager to build products. Okay, I'm going to tell you how you need to think about using AI to build AI. So prompt engineer crafts precise AI inputs for quality code. Vibe coder executes fast, creative builds in very less time. So earlier, in traditional way of coding or building softwares, people used to take weeks, months, sometimes even years also. But because of AI, because of vibe coding, we can build products within hours, not even weeks, also within hours, not even days also, right? So that is what this combination gives you. If you are a prompt engineer, you need to be good at prompt engineering. You need to be good at vibe coding, and plus as a product thinker. Together, idea becomes demo in hours, not days and months. So the product which I'm building right now, I have built already a product within 2 hours. Within 2 hours. Okay. What are the benefits of vibe coding? Speed, rapid prototyping, beat competitors. Now, in today's world, how many of you agree with me that today is a very fast world? How many of you agree? Do you think if we become slow right now, someone is going to beat us? As I told you, we have built a headshot generator. Right now, ChatGPT came up with a feature that creates a headshot generator. You can take left side, right side of your face, and it creates a headshot generator. So it's like we are living in a world. Next week there's something new, right? So a lot of chat. It could be OpenAI, it could be Google. Google launched Firebase Studio, something called a Firebase Studio. Again, that is a vibe coding tool. Okay, I'm going to talk about few tools like this later on. Creativity, focus on innovation. Think like product manager. So earlier, a lot of people, like let's say developers only develop, write codes. They don't think in a very creative way. There is another person like a product manager who gives them all the ideas. What should be the front end? What should be the back end? All the logics and all that product manager gives, and developer only codes. That's all he does. He or she does. So creativity is what was missing right now. You have that option where you allow AI to write codes and you start your creativity thinking. That's what benefit of vibe coding is. Perfect for MEPs, solo projects, and small teams. Trust me, guys. I know few people. You can research about Peter Levels. They are making more than I think $500K per month, and he's the only person in his team. He doesn't have a big team, and they are. I think he's people call this term called solo unicorn companies, right? I'm not sure if you know about unicorn. There's a unicorn term in startup world, which is like startup valued more than $1 billion is called unicorn. Now the solo people or maybe less than 5 people team can build a unicorn company. So that is where vibe coding will help you. Now you may have question like Sukin, how do you come up with these ideas? So I just want to cover that quickly. It could be your idea, like pain point which you are facing. Like identify the pain point. Think about daily frustration. Okay, here right now I have a problem. So this is what this problem I'm going to solve today and build a product in front of you and show you how I solve this problem. I have a problem where messy notes or forgetting ideas when I'm on the go. I have a lot of books. Who has a lot of books and keep writing? Who likes to do that? I like to do that, right? Yes.
Sukin, meanwhile, you do that. Your screen is in a landscape mode. Can you sort of slideshow and possibly?
Got it. Perfect. Let me know if it's clear.
That is, yes.
Yes. Okay. So I keep writing a lot of things, but when I'm on the move, when I get ideas, I don't have the book to write. So what I do is I type or message on WhatsApp. But nowadays, it's like, I need to have something which I record. I talk to something, maybe AI or app, and it notes down my ideas and summarize it and also stores it. That is the problem which I have right now. I'm looking to solve that problem. Look for trends. Now, if you have a pain point, what are the trends? Like AI, there's AI, everybody knows about AI, voice tech, and productivity tools. Combine interests, merge something you love. Like I had a podcast. I was running a podcast and I had to shut it down because I had some other commitments. I like podcasts. I like journaling. So if I combine those journaling with the tech AI transcription, imagine how good that would big that would be. Tell me, guys, would you like something like AI recording your voice and creating the transcription automatically? How would you like that? Would you like that? Let me know in the chat. Yes, I'll show you how to do that. Now, talk to people. Ask friends what tools they would wish they wish existed. Now, if they are facing problem like I am facing problem, messy notes, forgetting ideas. If I want to build something, or if I ask my friend what do you want to, they also will tell that if something like record my voice and converts into a transcription and so AI summarizes and stores it also, that would be better. Instead of writing 4 books, keep writing it, and that book gets lost, misplaces, that all that issues are there. Simplify, focus on one clear problem to solve. So there's something called a shiny object syndrome, right? SOS. So there are a lot of people when they start building products, which I have experienced that. I've seen people, my mentees, when I help them to build products, they want to build, with all the features at once, 10, 15, 20 features. But that doesn't work like that. You need to have one main feature when you're building an MVP, and maybe 2 additional features. One is must to have a feature. Very important. Please note this. One is must to have feature. Maybe 2 good to have features. If you can have one more must to have feature, it is up to you. But when you're building MVP for the first time, don't focus on more than one main feature. That will help you to, learn, focus on what you're building. Okay, I hope I'm clear on this. So let's move on. As simple as it, keep it simple, stupid, right? Don't complicate things. Keep as simple as possible. If you keep as simple as possible, that's when you get more ideas. That's when you focus on things and you don't make mistakes and you are able to ship the products as soon as possible. Next. So that's what I told. This is what I'm going to build today. Audio note taking app combining, one second, combining pain point, which is, messy notes, disorganized notes with a trend AI audio processing. I have an idea of what should the feature would be. I just wrote it down, and this is the feature what I want to build. Record audio, AI transcribes to text, and AI summarizes also. Okay, stores notes securely in database because I want to, maybe after a week or 2 weeks I suddenly remember about an idea and I have to go back, see what I've recorded, what did I speak, spoke about this idea. So build it fast with no code tools. Okay, as I said, I've already built once, and it took me 2 hours. It may take it is a basic simple idea. I just have to record audio and AI does everything. So I took 2 hours. If I have to build more features, I can take maybe 4 to 6 hours. That's the time required right now for me because I've been doing this for 1 year. Maybe you may take 8 hours to 10 hours or even for a day, 24 hours, right? That's okay if you're just starting. So now what do we do? Now we know that we need to build a AI note taking app. Now we need to do research. How many of you have used Perplexity? The Google is gone. Google is, bye bye. How do we record idea? So record idea, I'm building an app now for that. That is how we record idea. Perplexity, yes. So let me show what I do. Is the Perplexity. I hope you are able to see my Perplexity screen. Not use Perplexity. Can you see my Perplexity screen? Okay, great. So what I do is, now I know I have a brief idea about our audio note taking app and few features in it. So I just ask which are the best audio note taking apps available. Let's see. Don't mind my mistakes. I'm very bad in spellings. So I'll click on deep research. Okay, let's see what comes. And this is how you research about your idea. If you want to, validate, you can talk to people. That is, yes, you need to get on the streets and talk to people. Do interviews, surveys, meet people who you don't know. That is when you get real feedback. Or you can use this deep research tool. You have it in Perplexity, you have it in ChatGPT, you have it in Grok also. Okay. So once you do the deep research, you'll get all the details. So it takes little time. Let's wait for some time. Let's see what are the audio notes available. Okay, beginning analysis. About note taking apps. Perplexity and ChatGPT difference. ChatGPT is like kind of a conversational LLM. Perplexity is where most of them use to do research like this. So ultimate guide to note taking apps. So about note taking apps. So there is something called as audio notes. Audio notes stands out as a cutting edge AI-powered note taking apps as specifically designed for students who want to. Okay, let's see. I have already selected this audio notes. So I have it here. I hope you can see the screen. This is audionotes.ai. Okay, I'm in the home page right now. So what I need to see is, let me see the pricing now. Okay, so they have a free plan plus they have a $9 per month plan, right? So imagine you have to pay $9 per month for an audio note taking app. Let's see what all features they have. So web and mobile recording. Okay, I have considered that. Multi-voice transcription. Maybe I've not considered that. Unlimited voice notes. I've considered that. Record in any language. That is what I didn't consider. If you see in my feature, record audio, AI transcribes text, AI summarizes, that is there, but I didn't consider AI, in recording in different languages. That is when, this competitor analysis will help you. okay, I have not considered this feature, so maybe I can add this feature in my app. Okay, is it clear how you can use Perplexity to do research on the competitors, what are available, see what is that you are missing in your planned feature, and if there is any gap in this feature, you can add that. Now you have another price analysis also. See if you can do it less than this. But right now I'm doing it for myself only. I don't want to pay $9 per month. I'll build it something for myself only. Okay. Now, what do we do next? After doing Perplexity research, now we come to tech stack. Have you heard about this something called a tech stack? A lot of developers talk about front end, back end, database, API. Have you heard about it? Yes? Great. If you want to know in a non-technical language, I'm going to explain that. Don't worry. So what does front end mean? What you see, where you add your inputs and see inputs. So when you log into an app, let's say food delivery app, what do? You select restaurant and place an order, whichever dish you want. That is the front end. Okay, back end, how your inputs are processed. Once you place an order, okay, there's something called as back end, which data is pulled in. Whatever, let's say you selected a dish, you want to order some noodles or pasta or something like that, the backend is removed and it is sent to another person where, that is where the backend logic, all those logic happens at the backend. Let's forget that. Okay, I'll give you an example. Database, where the data is organized and stored. So you need to know what did you order last week and from which restaurant. That is where the data is being stored. API is communication from front end to back end. It acts like a mediator. The food delivery apps, right? So they take an order from you, place an order to the restaurant. That is that concept is called API. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear? I'm going to give you examples which actually will make you more clear how I learned front end, back end, API, database as a non-tech person. Guys, if I am able to do it, like when I share all the projects I do on LinkedIn, my friends ask me, buddy, you don't know how to use the computer. How are you building AI? So I tell that, world is changing fast. I have to change fast. If I don't change fast, someone else is moving fast and I'm staying back. I'm going to be a caveman in maybe another 3-5 years, right? So that's when I said, I need to learn AI. And that's how I got got into the journey of learning AI. How I learned front end. So what is this? This is a restaurant, right? So this is how I'll teach you what does front end mean. So what do you see here? You see curtains here, right? You see curtains, you see lights, you see paintings. What are those? Those are ambience. What do you see? When you go to the restaurant, you see whether the ambience is good or not. That is the style, CSS. Don't worry about what is CSS, HTML and all. Just think that CSS is something called as styling. The website, how the website looks, the color, the styling, all that is CSS. Next, HTML, the blueprint. Okay. Well, might as well thrive until then. Yeah. So HTML, design of the restaurant. How once you enter the restaurant, what do you see? There's a hall, there's an entrance, receptionist. Then you go to a restaurant. So you see all the blueprint. If you see here, there is a blueprint here. There's a first floor, there's a ground floor. This is HTML. Okay, the design, the blueprint. And JavaScript. You might have heard a lot of people talking about JavaScript. Now, what is JavaScript in front end? The interactive part. Right, the interactive part, like here in restaurant, you talk to the waiters, the stewards, right? You tell them, you want a menu, you want to order. So that is the interactive part, just JavaScript. In the website, what do? You give a prompt, like in a Midjourney, like app, what you saw previously. You give a prompt. That is interactive part. That is JavaScript. Okay, is it clear? Front end, are you clear? Simple user interaction, HTML room structure, the CSS styling and decoration, JavaScript, you're talking to the waiter sends request to backend. Now it goes to the backend. Such a beautiful explanation. Thank you, Lalit. So this is how I understood. And I took restaurant example to explain you the front end. Now coming to the backend. Now what does backend mean? Backend, you have, what do you see in kitchen? So here you see there are ingredients stored. Okay, there's a storage here. So ingredients are stored here. What are those? Database. Okay. Ingredients is basically you are creating recipes. That's a logic. Now, who else you have? What else do you have in kitchen? There's chef. Chef is a server. Okay. I'm sure you know what does server mean. That's a backend, store all the things. So server, what does here server do, he starts cooking. That is where the logic is done. Okay, cooking is nothing but logic. Logic is but done by the chef, the server. Okay, what does he do? He does cooking, process data. Okay, now what happens here? A customer has placed an order to the waiter. Waiter comes to the kitchen and gives that order to the chef. Now, chef has to take all the ingredients from the storage, from the data, all the data, all the whatever the customer wants, starts cooking, process data, and gives it back to the waiter. So the waiter can give it back to the customer, the client. Okay, that is how backend works. Is it clear? Are you clear about the backend? User request goes to the from waiter goes to chef. Chef then prepares all the ingredients, then applies business logic, that is recipes, process data cooking, sends back response, delivers food to the customer. Okay, I hope that's clear. That is as simple as understanding how front end and back end works. Because next you need to know what does that front end back end mean when you're building a tech stack. It is very important you need to plan a tech stack. Okay, that is why I made it very simple so that you can understand. Now, what does API mean? Application Programming Interface. Okay, API is the full form of API is Application Programming Interface. Communication between the front end to back end. So client or customer wants something, gives a prompt. The APIs takes that prompt to the back end, prepares the logic, prepares all whatever data is required. Let's say image. Okay, customer wants an image, gives a prompt to create image. The API goes to backend, creates image and gives it back to the front end, the client. That is how API works. Okay, the important role of API is to communicate between front end and back end. Now, what happens if the communication goes wrong? This is what happens. There is no connection between the front end and back end. Okay, this is as simple as to get that, to understand why API's role is very important. And today I'm going to show you how to use API, how to integrate API to bring that connection. All that I'll explain. Now, are you clear about the tech stack? Are you clear? So that's why I said, this learning should be very fun. If it's not fun, you will not understand how to build products because the tech is a little boring. So I thought let's make it fun. Let's enjoy, right? But now I'm very so. To be honest, this is the first time I'm doing session at I think 3 a.m. right now, 3 a.m., 4 a.m. right now in India. So this is the first time I'm doing that. So don't make me hungry. Okay, now what do we next? Now we need to find out what are the tools available for front end, back end using Perplexity. Now let's go back to Perplexity. So I'm going to ask which are the best vibe coding tools. Let's see if it understands vibe coding tools to build tech products. So I didn't do deep research. Let's see what will happen. GitHub Copilot, Bolt.new, Lovable, Cursor, Windsurf Editor. There are a lot of tools like this. Okay. So most common and most, a lot of people use tools are the Bolt.new. Please note it down. One is Bolt.new, Lovable. Today I'm going to show you Lovable, how to use Lovable. There's something called a Cursor. I use a lot of Cursor. This is an agentic IDE. Windsurf Editor, it is also another agentic IDE. So these are the main 4 tools which you need to know. And there are a lot of tools keeps coming. There's Data Button, there's Google launched Firebase Studio, there are a lot of tools. But what I, as a mentor, I would give you a suggestion. The tools will be keeping on coming. There'll be new tools coming every week. But you need to be, become an expert of one tool. So nowadays, people start using Bolt, Lovable to start the project because it is very easy to start a project using prompt. And then they shift to Cursor. But I'm not going to talk to you about Cursor because it's a little complicated. Lovable is good enough to build an MVP. Okay. I know I'm tired, but when I look at your time, I really appreciate. Okay, no problem. Okay, so thanks for that, Pat. I really appreciate, but I would like to see your energy also in this session. So that's why I'm saying let's interact, keep talking, keep telling, say something on the chat, make fun of me, no problem, but keep interacting. Okay. So these are the tools. Now I'm going to select Lovable. Okay. So let me go to mind map. Now we are done with the slides. Okay. Also, sorry, we have slides. Yeah, I forgot. So for front end, I'm going to select Lovable. Let me show the slideshow. So Lovable is free, but it has a limit like 5 messages per day. Okay, I have a paid version because I use a lot, Lovable a lot, and Cursor I also have a paid version. So there are 5 messages free in Lovable. Bolt has not a message, Bolt.new. It has, I think, 1 million tokens free per day, and all these get resets. This resets every day, and you get new messages every day. And everything, I think, every 24 hours. So front end we are going to use Lovable. Backend, there's something called a Supabase, because why I'm using Supabase is it is for non-technical people. You don't need to code or anything. I'm going to show you how to use Supabase. Okay. Bolt and Cursor, there's Windsurf. Okay. Bolt, Cursor, Windsurf, and Lovable. These are the 4 tools you can use to build products. Supabase, use it for all your backend. Okay. It is very good tool. You can create backends like, sign up, sign in, login page, and all that, auth creation, authentication. You can use Supabase. And you also can store data in Supabase. I'm going to show you that how to do that. Now, for API, I'm going to use GPT-4o mini audio models. There's something called a GPT-4o mini audio preview model. Okay, you can research about it. I'm going to show you that also, how to create API key for this model. Okay, so don't worry about that. I'm going to show you everything. Now we're done with the slides. Now let me go to the mind map. So this is what I'm going to build: AI audio note taker. Now what all do I need? What all, like as a tech stack, what all do I need? Tech stack. I'm using Perplexity. I use Perplexity to find best tools. You have seen that. I'm just repeating that. I'm selecting Lovable as front end, Supabase as a back end, OpenAI GPT-4o mini audio preview as an API. This model will convert the audio to text. Okay. Again, I'm repeating. GPT-4o mini audio preview model converts audio to text, and also it summarizes the transcripts also. Okay. Is it clear? This is not full screen. Let me zoom a little. Now that's tech stack. I have already decided about the tech stack. Now, what do I do next? I'm going to use Grok. Everybody have used Grok? Let me know chat. Have you used Grok? Yeah, participants also can zoom it. Yeah, most of them have not used it. Yes, today itself. Great. So I'm going to show you. See, you don't need to ask Sukin, give us the prompts. These prompts are very simple language. Okay, I'm going to show you that. So for Lovable, I'm not going to create any prompt. I'm asking Grok to create a prompt for Lovable. Okay, I'm using AI to build AI. Okay, that is how I'm going to do. Ask Grok to help you build your audio note taking app. Okay, let me show you that what I'm going to do. Okay. I've already prepared a simple language. I'll show you the prompt. I'm going to Grok. I hope you can see my screen, Grok screen. Let me refresh. Grok.com, G-R-O-K. There's one more G-R-O-Q also. This is Grok.com. My friend Elon Musk built this. Use Grok, can be used. See, you can use ChatGPT, you can use Grok, you can use Claude also. Why I'm using Grok is it is free right now. So you can use deep research, you can use Think. ChatGPT, I don't think so you'll have deep research in free. You need to buy a plus plan, right? So that's why I'm using Grok, so that people don't have to say that I have to pay for the subscription also. Grok is free. Okay. What tool does audio to text? I'll show you that. Audio to text is an API. I'll show you that. Don't worry. Now, I have created a prompt. So what did I do? Please listen to this carefully. It is a simple language. I'm just like, if I had a developer in my team, this is what I would tell him. Okay, him or her. This is what I'm going to tell. I want to build an audio note taking app like Audio Notes. That is this. I took the copied the link and pasted it in the Grok the chat using Lovable. I'm telling that I'm using Lovable. I want to include features where it records audio, AI transcribes to text, AI summarizes notes, and record in any language. Okay, I have mentioned the record in any language, but I'm not doing that right now. I'll tell you why. Because you need to have a lot of features built in. It'll take some time. But right now, I'm not including recording any language. You can do that. I also want to store notes, audio files in Supabase. I want to use OpenAI ChatGPT 4o mini audio to convert audio to text and summarize notes. Give me step-by-step instructions to build this audio note-taking app. Also consider me as non-tech person. Why are you telling the AI you're a non-tech person? Tell me in the chat, why are you telling that? So it can simplify. Exactly. Right? So it is very important to tell this. A lot of people miss this point, because if you miss this point, Grok doesn't know that you are a tech person or a non-tech person. Right? So if you tell that non-tech person, it gives detailed step-by-step instructions. Now, can you tell me what is that you see here? Yes, I wrote it in a simple language, not a natural language. But what is that you see here? You can see a plan. Right? This is where that product thinker comes in. Creating an AI with AI, yes, but there is a requirement, right? In technical language, it's called product requirement document. There's something called as PRD. You can research about it, but I'm not going to go technical, language and all that. But here, what I told is I already have a plan. I know who are my competitors. So I'm giving the reference. I know what is the front end I'm going to use. I want to include the features where it records. I have included all the features. And also told I also want to store notes, audio files in Supabase. So I know my backend database, what all I need to store. And what is the API? What is the AI model I want to use? So this is something which is, very important. As I told, prompt engineer is very important. This is how you write, prompt. Product thinker is more important than anything. If you don't know, if you don't have that clarity what you want to build, trust me, no AI can help you. What is the full form of AI? What is the full form of AI? Right? Artificial intelligence. It is artificial intelligence. People say that AI is going to take our jobs. Trust me, it will not take your jobs. If you don't know AI, if you don't know how to control AI, it will definitely, your job will go. A lot of companies are saying, if you don't know AI, please leave the company. Right? So AI is something which is under your control. If you cannot control AI, that is where it gets messes up. A lot of people come, whoever I teach, people say, AI is not giving me that output, this output. Then I ask them, what did you ask AI? They'll give me the one line. That one line that AI will not understand. For AI to work, you need to think. You need to plan. You need to have clarity, or else AI will not work. That is very important thing I tell everyone who are learning AI, who are not tech people, and even if it is a tech person also, they need to know this. You need to become a product thinker. The creativity should be there. What is that you want? What do you want to build? That clarity should have, you need to have that upfront when you create this prompt. Now, am I clear? Am I clear, guys? Are you guys clear till now? Am I going fast, slow? Is it good? How is the session going on? Great. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thanks a lot. You're a lovely audience. Okay, great. Now, I'm not going to do deep research. I'm just going to click on think, which is free. Let it think. Let's see what will happen. So it will give me step-by-step, instructions how to build this. Okay. This is where you will have an idea. This is how I'm going to go step by step. Okay. This is actually the PRD, product requirement document, right? This is how you build something. So you need to have a clarity. Now you know only this. I know only this. This is what I shared. You can take a screenshot of this prompt if you want to try out this same app. Okay. But if you see, it is simple language, but I have included what I know, like what are the tools, who is my competitor, and what are the features I want, what data I need to store, all that I've included here. Okay. I have my seatbelt on just in case. Okay, great. You guys are funny. Building an audio. So this is what gives. Building an audio note taking app like Audio Notes is a fun and achievable project. Even if you are not a technical person, we'll use Lovable to create the app, Superbase to store your notes and audio files, and open a ChatGPT model to transcribe audio to text and summarize your notes. Your app will record audio, so it gives you everything. Now it gives me step-by-step instructions. So I need step one, I need to go to Lovable website. It has given me the link also, how to sign up, what all I need to do, create a new project, connect to GitHub. It is not required right now, as it says, optional. Right? Step two, design the app's look and feel the Lovable. It also gives you, I want a simple audio note taking app with the record button list, but I'll tell you how to create a prompt. It also gave that, even if you didn't ask, but I'll tell you. Or add all the features. You can add the features, customize the look. If you want to tweak the design, just describe it. For example, make the record button red, centered on the screen. This is how it gives detailed step-by-step instruction. Okay, set up a Superbase. It also tells you how to do, create a Superbase project. Go to Superbase, click on new project. Give the name it also. It gives you the name also, and then how to connect Superbase to Lovable, create a database table, all that. Then also it tells you go to OpenAI, how to create an API key. See, paste your one second, copy this key. So it will tell you click to generate an API key. All that it gives you instruction. Now tell me, with this instructions, will you be able to build the app or not? Tell me in the chat. How and where to find right API for something? So you need to do a research on it. Okay, you need to do a research on it, because I knew it that these are the models I know. You can ask Perplexity also. Okay, need more technical details? Like, you don't need too many technical details. Now what you need to do is exactly what you need to do. Okay, it is giving you step by step how to test your app and all that. It gives you all the details. Now you need to tell, give me prompt to start this project in Lovable. Let me say structured prompt. Which includes everything. Okay, let's see what will happen. I'm doing this in front of you guys. I'm not doing like I've already built it. I'll show that what I built, but I'm doing this in front of you. This is how you prompt single line. Give me a structured prompt which includes everything to start this project in Lovable. Okay, let's see what will happen. Elon Musk, yes, he'll be very proud. So it's thinking. It's basically, if you see, it's all, thinking what needs to be covered, what is required, and then gives an output of prompt. So I'll show you how to copy, this prompt and paste it in Lovable and start the project in Lovable. So the Lovable website is lovable.dev. Lovable.dev. This is the Lovable website. Okay. It's taking more time. Let me see the chat. Okay, here you can. Show your Miro board screen when. Okay, let me show the Miro board before I go to that. Now, what did I do is I'm here. I asked Grok to help me build audio note taking app. Then I told Grok, give me a prompt to start the project in Lovable. That is what it has done right now. Okay, we are done with this step. Grok step, we are done. Now we have to do the next step, Lovable. Now what we have to do? Paste the prompt in Lovable. Let me go to the Grok. So it has given me a prompt. I want to build a web app. So you see, these are, this is a big prompt. So I didn't create this. Okay, I only told Grok to give me this prompt. Now what do I do is copy it. Go to Lovable. Paste. That's it. Now it's creating your app. Programming language, you don't need program. This is the Lovable, Bolt. You don't have to worry about programming. It is all built on TypeScript, React. This is React, right? So you don't need to worry about programming language. So you can see it is building a preview now. I'll talk to you about Lovable. Okay, don't worry about that. I'm going to talk to you about Lovable. What is that? So I have given the prompt which was given to me by Grok, and I copied and pasted it here. I am excited to build your audio note taking app. This project will combine elegant UI design, all that it gives, right? For this, I'll use that calm color. It also selects what color it wants. If you want, you can add your colors. I am not bothered about color right now because it's a demo purpose. React.js Pro. Yeah, it is React.js. That's what I said. It's React. Possible to have Miro expanded screenshot? You mean this? It's still not clear? So now I've pasted the product. I mean the prompt in Lovable. Okay, this is where I am right now. Zoom out. Okay. To see the whole process. Okay. Is it clear? So this is the process. Tech stack. As I showed you, I used Perplexity to find out which are the best tools. I selected Lovable, Supabase, and OpenAI API. Can you explain the tech stack? Okay. Let me do that. This is the tech stack. Left side. So you can take the screenshot of this tech stack. Let me know if it is done. Okay, I hope it's done. Then I went to Grok and did this. If you want, you can take that. Okay, then now I'm in Lovable, which is right now this step. Okay, let us go to Lovable and see what has happened. So it's still building. You can see it is building. Let's start building our audio scribe app. It also gave me the name also. I didn't, tell that, I want to name this. It itself gave me the name, audio scribe. So I think it's a good name. You mean the Miro app? Okay, I'll share that. No worries. I think Om has already shared on the Discord. Okay, I've created a beautiful audio note taking app with the recording interface, notes, list, playback functionality. Once you connect Supabase and OpenAI, the mock API functions. So it has already created something. Let's see. Wow. How is it, guys? How is this? These are mockups. Okay. I didn't do anything. Okay, I'll maximize screen also. Okay, don't worry. So you have an option where you can click this, open preview in new tab. That is where you can open like this. Is it good, guys? Let me know in the chat. How do you think? No, I just gave a prompt. I didn't do anything. I didn't write a code or I didn't do any technical stuff. I just told Grok in the simple language, give me a prompt, and it gave me a prompt and it built this. Sensational, right? Great. This is what you guys also will be building soon. Okay. So just right now, please focus on what I'm doing so that because you're not going to get recordings. So please focus on what I'm doing. Then you can start doing it by yourself. This is what you're going to build. Now tell me, how is your confidence right now looking at this? What I did till now. How is your confidence? No. We need developers. Without developers, we still can't do that. Because I still depend on developers to build sophisticated projects. Super confident? Yes, good. Now, what do? We gave a prompt and it has given me a front end. This is what front end looks like. Now I have to click on this and record. To be honest, AI sometimes doesn't give you a consistent output. Okay, let me show you something. This is what I had built earlier. I took 2 hours, which I told you that this is what I gave, built. If you see this UI and everything compared to what it has built right now, tell me which is good. The present one, this is good, right? From the previous one, right? So that is how AI is, right? So AI will not give you a consistent output. This, it looks okay, right? This looks amazing with the dark background, with the color, the summary and all that, right? Okay, now next step. Where is the Miro? Okay, now we need to connect the Superbase. Again, guys, what is Superbase? What is Superbase? No, it right now it won't work. Can you tell without using the app? How can we tell without using the app? Superbase, yeah, for database. Okay, let me show you now Superbase. Where is Superbase? Okay, this is the Superbase. Okay. Let me go back to the starting page. So this is how your Superbase will look like. I already have created two organizations. Like, one is my company and there is one product which I told you about, which I'm building. So I have already built one. Okay, I will show that later. But what you can do is when you're here, you can start, new organization. For free plan, I think you can, I'm still not sure because it keeps on updating, right? These people become more greedy. They want to make more money. So I think you can create two organizations and two projects in each organization. So right now, if you see there are two organizations, I have I have three organizations. So I think you can create three, but I think there's a limit, 4 or 5 projects, something like that. So I have a project here. So I've been building something where you can record your screen, right? So I built Audio Scribe already here. So I'm going to build something here now to show you how to create a new project. So till here, are you clear in Superbase? Yes, Lovable just created the CSS. In other language, it is UI UX. Technical language, it is user interface, user experience. UI UX, user interface, user experience. Okay, great. Now let's click on new project. Now you have organization here. So project name, what was that? Audio Scribe. Give a password. Better to give a password. Okay, and then region, if you see, they have already written it, select the region closest to your users for the best performance. Right now, I'm selecting India, South Asia, Mumbai. Okay, then create new project. Now it has created a project. Now, if you see here, there's something called as project status. So it will tell you that if your project is ready to go or not. Now it is in orange, it will become green in some time. Okay, let's see if it becomes green now. It takes some time. But before that, let me show you very important thing. What is required for you to integrate Superbase if you are using Cursor or something, like that. But here, Lovable, it is very easy to integrate. So there's something called as project settings. When you go to project settings, we'll have this screen where project settings on the left side. Okay, once you click on project settings, if you scroll down, wait, sorry. Okay, go to project settings. In project settings, click on data API. If you click on data API, you will get these two things. One is the URL, project URL. This is very important. And one is anon public. This is the API key of Superbase. This is required to integrate Superbase to your front end. If you're using Cursor, this is where you need this. But you don't need to worry about this if you're using Lovable, because Lovable, you can straight away connect. I'll show you how to connect. Okay. Now, coming back to the project, where we are, project overview. So project status looks orange till now. There's no green here. It's okay. But what we'll do is now we'll go to table editor. Where? Table editor. What is table editor? Table editor is something where your data is getting stored. Okay. What is table editor? Table editor is something where your data is being stored. How secure is Superbase? About security protocols. So I'll show you what are security protocols. Superbase is it's a huge company, specially done for people like us who are non-tech people who don't need to, Firebase is a little complicated. It is good, even like, it is good for scaling a project. With Superbase, you can scale project. Okay. Now, coming back to this project overview, on the left menu, there's something called as table editor. Click on table editor, then create a new table. Click on create a new table after clicking on table editor. you will get something like this. Create a new table under public. Now, if you see in Lovable, what's next? One second. Let me see if it is given. So it says, connect Supabase. It gives you all the informations also. You need to connect to Supabase. What all is there? Beautiful recording interface. So let me go back to the Supabase. Now here, after clicking create a new table, this is what you're going to get. So name, I'm going to name it notes. Okay, no need of description. Now someone asked about security. This is where you need to click it. This is very important. Okay, enable row level security. Restrict access to your table by enabling RLS and writing Postgres policies. Is it clear? Don't worry about Postgres and all. These are, backend technical language, but this is very important. Enable, this should be enabled. Very important when you're creating new table. Again, I repeat. Let me come back. From left menu, you need to go to table editor, click on table editor, create new table. And this is what, the window comes. Name whatever you want. And you need to confirm if this is green, if this is ticked. Enable RLS. So, it is kind of a policy, security policy, so that nobody can access the table. Third party, anybody cannot access the table. Okay, now you see there is an ID. There's something called as ID. There you are creating columns now. How can we have it handy in future of reference? So there is, I'll give you, there's something called a Supabase documentation, supabase.com/docs. Let me see if I can copy and put it in the chat. If these are too much for you, you can look into that. So supabase.com/docs. Click on it, keep it with you. It will also help you everything, database preparation, auth, storage, all that gives you all information. Okay. Now coming back to Supabase. That's why I'm telling don't worry about doing it live. Just note down what I'm doing. Now columns. These columns are already created. What does ID mean? ID is every user who logs into your app has an ID, separate ID. So that means only that user can access that data. Whatever he or she is stored, only they can access that data. Others who has different ID, they cannot access your ID. Okay, is it clear? This is just to build an application. Yes, this is required for you to store a database. Okay, I'm just telling you to to understand, because I'll show you what I've done already. This is for you to understand what you need to create. Now, go back to Supabase. Sorry, Grok. Now tell Grok. As I told if you're confused, ask Grok, ask ChatGPT, ask Claude. Tell that, give me instructions to create Supabase project. Give me detailed instructions to create Supabase project. Let's see what it says. So it may be confusing right now because it's beginning, right? So that's why I'm telling use AI to build AI. So wherever you're feeling stuck, now let's say that you don't know what tables you need to prepare. Like you are here, you create a new table under public. Now we don't know what data I need to store here, what tables I need to create. Okay, that is when you ask Grok, give me detailed instructions to create Supabase project. It actually already gave you some information. Like if you see here, can you see this? Supabase, create a storage bucket to store audio files, which I'll tell you. Create a database table. It is telling that create a table for all these four: audio, URL, transcription, summary, language. Okay, this is what it already says. Okay, now we'll see what it gives. It is giving me now detailed steps now. Let's see what it says. It already knows. It already knows that I'm a non-tech person. Let's see how it gives. Okay, now it says step-by-step instructions. Follow these instructions. Okay, you don't need recording. Yourself, you can ask Grok, ask ChatGPT, ask Claude to give you instructions. Open your browser. It also talks to you like 5-year-old kid. Open your browser, go to supabase.com, create an account. In top right corner, click sign up. Then you can connect your GitHub, log in, create a new Supabase project, which I told you, start a new project, select a create organization, configure your pick a unique and respective name, password, which I showed you the region. I selected Bombay. Now create a project. Now, how do we create the tables? Set up the database. Okay, set up the database. Go to the database section. In the left side, click database. Create a new table, which I already told you. New table and name it notes. It also tells you what to name also. Okay, add columns. What all columns I should? ID is there. Created stamp is there. Now I need to create title, content, text, text. Select text, text. That's all. Save the table. Finish. Is that difficult? Let me know in the chat. Is that difficult? Grok is doing everything for you. GitHub, we'll see later. GitHub, I'll tell you later. It's not very important right now. Right? So this is how you create. If you're stuck somewhere, ask Grok, ask ChatGPT, ask Claude. Again and again, I'm telling that because that's how you use AI to build AI. Okay. Now set up a storage. Storage will come later. We'll go to this now. So I will create, let's say, transcript. I have to store a transcript, right? So I wrote the name as name under the name here, column transcript, type, just select text because transcript is a text. Just that's all. Leave it. Next, add one more column, add summary. Choose text because summary is again text. That's all. Is it difficult? Because I didn't do anything. Grok told me to do this. Say creating new table. Adding 4 columns to notes. Okay, so you can see there's an ID. It has a created stamp. It tells you when is this, what date or time it has been created. There's a transcript, there's a summary. Now I have a data table ready, database ready. Now whenever a summary or something is created, it gets stored here. Is it clear till table, creating table, columns? Is it clear till now? Yes, language is important, but right now I'm not adding language because right now I'm focusing. Now, if I give you more things, you will get confused. So I don't want to confuse you guys. Going very simple. Okay, clear? PostgreSQL, I don't want to, get into the too much depth into technical. So I'm not involving all the technical language right now. Okay, now what did Grok say and what I have to do next? Set up storage. In your app, if your app involves file uploads, audio files, you need the storage bucket. Go to the storage section. Okay, let me go to the storage section. Where is the storage section? Here. Can you see the storage section? Yes? Okay, I'm clicking on storage now. Now what did Grok say? Create new bucket. Click new bucket and name it files. Oh, it told me to name also. Okay, fine. Okay, I see a new bucket here. Name of the bucket files. Great. I can make it public or not. It is up to me. I'll keep it not public and save. Okay. Now I created files. Now what should I do next, Grok? Upload a test file. Upload it. It is optional. If you want, you can upload, or else I'll show you how the audio files get stored. Okay. Now this is all done. Okay. Are you clear till now? Till the storage bucket? You went to the storage. Grok told me to go there. I went to the storage. I clicked new bucket. It also told me to name the bucket file. This is where your audio file gets stored. Okay, this is where your audio file gets stored. Now, how do we connect? Let me go to the Miro. So we connected Supabase. Clear? Everyone clear? We created Supabase. We didn't connect. Let me go to the level. Where is level? Okay. Still spinning. I don't know why it's spinning. Let it keep spinning. But can you see this manage Supabase here? On the top right corner, manage Supabase. Can you see this, guys? Yes. This is where you connect to your Supabase. Okay. It's that simple. It's that simple. I'll tell you how. Click on manage Supabase icon. Now come to the organization. So I created a project here in Snappify, if you remember. Can you see this audio scribe which I created? Can you see this? Snapify under the Snapify organization, I created a project, Audio Scribe, where the tables are there. Now I click on connect. Connect this Lovable project to Supabase. Okay, connect. Now let's see what happens. Connected. Done. Isn't that easy? You don't need to worry about API keys, URL, and everything. Lovable makes that easy. That's it. Supabase connected. Follow the instruction in the chat to complete the integration. Finish. Is it clear, guys? Right? It is that easy. Okay. So let's see what Lovable told me. I found the following tables in your Supabase. Got it? I didn't tell Lovable that what all I created. I found the following node tables in your Supabase project. Notes, 4 columns. Your app is now connected to Supabase. You can now work with a fully featured backend and add powerful features to make your app truly functional. Okay, is it clear till now? Though I created my organization to test all that. You don't worry about other organizations. So these are the organization you can create. Okay, so I didn't do anything. Once I clicked on Manage Supabase, I clicked on Connect, and it connected. And Lovable only told me that it has seen me creating a table called Notes and it has 4 columns. And now it has prepared all the codes ready. Okay, now what is remaining? What is remaining, guys? Let me summarize. So what do I do? I'll come to the Lovable. Okay, let me summarize. Yes, API is pending. Now, I think you guys are now becoming tech builders now, AI product builders. Okay, so let me summarize Lovable part. What do I do in Grok? I told Grok to give me a prompt to start the project in Lovable. What do I do? I copied the prompt, went to Lovable, pasted the prompt in Lovable. Okay, and it created a beautiful front end like this. Like this. Clear? Then what did I do? I went to Supabase. Where is the Supabase? Okay. I went to Supabase, created a project. You would have seen that. Grok tells you that. You can tell the Grok. Just tell Grok, what was that prompt? Give me detailed instructions to create Supabase project. Okay. Then go to, follow the instructions. Go to Supabase. Go to the database. You can go to the database also. You can create a table here. I went to table editor and created a new table and named it as notes. And this is where it created everything. Okay. Then what did I do? I went to Lovable, clicked on manage Supabase, and I connected the Supabase to Lovable. So Lovable confirmed that I found the following tables in Supabase project. Is it clear till now? Is it clear till now? Yes? Okay, great. Crystal clear. Great. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Now is that magic, how to convert your audio to text, transcript, or summarized. That is where this OpenAI API comes. Now, prompt Lovable to help integrate OpenAI API. Let's see what Lovable says. I'll give a prompt to Lovable. I want to integrate open GPTs, GPT 4o mini audio preview. Okay, this is what I told Lovable. Give me instructions. Again, please note, guys, I'm asking instructions. Okay, I don't know how to do it. I'm telling Lovable, give me instructions to integrate API key. Clear? Press enter. Now let's see what Lovable says. Now I'll show you from where you need to take the OpenAI key. I'll help you to integrate OpenAI. Oh. So this is what happens. Did I say PAI? So, but it understands, sometimes understand, but there's some problem here. No, because it didn't happen because of not me telling API. but sometimes their server also will have some problems. Okay, so you need to refresh and do it again. So I want to integrate mini order to integrate PAI key. So if you see, even if you do some mistakes, I generally do. I do a lot of spelling mistakes. It understood, right? That is what it said. It understood. To integrate the OpenAI key security within the Superbase project, it gives you all the instructions what you need to do. Yes, I know it is a typo. Because of you guys, I know, but AI understood what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Now, how do we get the OpenAI API key? There is something called as platform openai.com. Let me share the link to you guys. Platform.openai.com. I'm going to take some time to explain you about this platform. Okay, this is the link. Oops. Platform.openai.com. This is the link. Okay. This is where you get the API key. Now, what do we do here? You need to log in using Google account. Okay, all that you need to do that. Then you need to here, if you see, you need to create a project. Here, create project. Okay, click on create project. Let me write audio scribe. But isn't the OpenAI generated for premium users? No, it is not for premium users. Whatever plan you have, you still need to pay for API calls. Whatever plan you have, you still need to pay for API calls. I'll show you that where you need to pay. Okay, for every API call, it takes some money. Okay, I'll show you how much money it takes. Now, once you create a project, you'll get something like this. Okay, now here, if you see here, there are different models here. Can you see this? There are different models, but I'm not able to select 4.0 mini audio preview. What you need to do is there's something called as response API on the top right. Can you see this response API? No, it doesn't need to match. So if you can name the project here something else, Lovable something else, it's okay. But I'm just writing it as, it is easy. See, can you see this response API? Are you not able to see this? Correct, right? So I hope you're able to see. Click on this. There's something called as chat completions API. Can you see this chat completions API? What is that you're doing, Puneet? Please follow the steps of what I'm saying, so it will help you. Click on chat completions API. That is when you'll see all these models. Now I need to select GPT-4o mini audio preview. Okay, clear? Now select the GPT-4o mini audio preview. You see modality, text and audio, voice, all that is given here. Okay, once you select here, now you need to create API key. Go to dashboard. Go to dashboard. Select dashboard. Click on dashboard. You will see something called as API key here. You will see API key. Clear? Are you able to see API keys? I clicked on API key. You will get a page like this. Okay. Now you need to create a secret key. Name, let me name it as again audio scribe. Then let's say click on create secret key. Okay, one more important thing, you need to copy this, paste it somewhere because you won't be able to copy again. Okay, are you clear? You need to copy. Once you get this window, save your key. Please save your secret key in a safe place since you won't be able to view it again. Keep it secure as anyone with your API key can make requests on your behalf. If you do lose it, you'll need to generate a new one. Okay, then copy. Okay, done. Now you won't be able to copy that key. Now what you need to do is, there's something called as, 1 second, let me see, click here. So can you see this manage products? I clicked here, manage projects. Can you see the manage projects? I'll show you where you need to pay. Can you see the manage projects? Click on manage projects. That's why I told you, please focus on what I'm saying so that it'll be easy for you, so you won't get error. See, error on Lovable, it always comes wherever you go. Now, you ask any developer, people spend a lot of time in solving the errors. So in Lovable, there is an option where you can fix. You get a command saying, try to fix the error. You click on it, Lovable fixes the error automatically, so you don't have to worry about it. Now in this projects, you can see here billing. Can you see this billing? Click on billing. Can you see this credit balance? Yes, 4.92. I have a, if this is 0, you will get an error. If Lovable could not fix the error, you can ask Grok ChatGPT to solve the error. It will help you. Okay, have $5 balance guarantee. Yes, that's how you need to. You can add $5. You can add $10. I added $5 because I'm testing it. So you need to add credit here. If it is 0, your API call will not work. Now I have copied the API key. Now coming back to Lovable. Now what you can do is, it says, I gave a prompt. I want to integrate GPT-4o preview. Give me instructions to integrate API key. It gave me options and it said add API key. I'm clicking on API key and I'm pasting it here. The API key which I copied, it has given me add API key option and I submit. Clear? Okay, if you want to know the cost, okay, I think there is, okay, if you see that this is the cost. So audio to text input $10 per million tokens, $0.06 per minute. This is the cost. Okay. Now what I do, I copied the key from platform.openai.com where I created on playground, dashboard. I created an API key here. I copied this, went to Lovable. Lovable gave me an option to add API key. I added the API key. See? Apply changes. So if you want to, okay, let me repeat again. What did I tell Lovable? I want to integrate GPT-4o mini audio preview. Give me instructions to integrate API key. I'll help you to integrate OpenAI API key. You need to add your OpenAI key to the project. Here's what we need to do. It gave me an option where add OpenAI API key. Correct? And then I added the key and this is what it gave me. Now that I have successfully created the audio file storage bucket within the new necessary policies, I'll implement the OpenAI integration for audio transcription. Let's update the API key. Are you guys clear till now? Are you guys clear? Guys, you need, see, very important. It's not about the time. It's about what you learn here. I don't know why you feel about your time, right? If you don't learn today, tomorrow you will be late, right? So that is very important. So what we teach here, how the way I teach is very important. It is very important for you to learn AI. So don't miss out. I'm done actually. I finished. Now let me show you what I built. So this is what I built. Okay. Let me record now. I'm actually working on, I'm actually conducting a workshop for non-tech people to build an AI product app, which is AI audio note-taking app. So I'm using Lovable, Supabase, and OpenAI API key to build this. Processing your recording. See, I'm connecting a workshop for non-tech individuals to create an AI audio note-taking app using Lovable, Supabase, and OpenAI key. How is this, guys? How is this? I just spoke to it and it transcribed. It gave us some transcription is here. I just spoke nonsense, but it summarized and wrote it in a proper way. And let me see if you can hear this. I'm actually working on, I'm actually conducting a workshop for non-tech people to build an AI product app, which is AI audio note taking app. So I'm using Lovable, Superbase, and OpenAI API. Are you able to hear that? Great. Right. So now let's see if these audio files, the transcription, everything is been saved in Superbase. Okay, I've already created a project. Earlier. So let me go there. Now let me see the table. So notes. Can you see this? Now I actually working on conducting a workshop. It is already stored in database. Isn't it amazing? Isn't it amazing, guys? Everybody in the chat? Oh, it's moving. The chat is not moving. Sorry. Okay, now let me show you another magic. Now, if I want to hear what I said, I had created a bucket. Guys, remember what does bucket mean? What does bucket mean? Storage. See, all the recordings are here. All the recordings, audio file is been saved here. You can get a URL, you can download it, you can do whatever you want. Because to test this, I created two audios before that. If you see here, so you can see the past notes, it's been saved here. These are the past notes. If I want, I can listen to this. I'm actually working. Sorry, this is the. I am actually working on an idea where I feel a lot of challenges, and I'm recording this to document my journey to build an app. Got it? Now, if I want to go back, whatever date, whatever time I'm getting this, I can listen to this. Right? Black interface, see, right now it will take more time, so I don't want to take. People are already saying that they can't stay for 40 minutes. So this is how I built an app. Now I can use this app for myself to record whatever I want to say on the go. Record the audio files are saved, transcripts are saved, summary are saved. Right? Now tell me, how is this? Right? Tell me, how is this? Now tell me what is the confidence you have now to build this? I'll repeat again. I'll tell you again what all we did. Okay, don't worry on that. I'll repeat again one last time. Then we'll go ahead with Q&A. So people who are in hurry, they can leave. Okay, but 11 out of 10. Thank you, Victoria. So this is very important. That's what I'm saying. If you start building the simple app, then you can build, like I'm building, Python projects without writing a single line of code. This is very important. This is future, guys. If you miss out on this, trust me, after 2-3 years, you'll become a caveman. That's what is going to happen. It is overwhelming. Even I was overwhelmed. Trust me when I tell this. When I was taking class like this, I couldn't understand in the live sessions. I had to go to recording, watch the recording 2-3 times, and then do it. That's why I told you, focus on what I'm saying, note down what I'm saying, and you can do it by yourself. Practice. Practice is important. In learning AI, building products, patience, okay, and persistence, very important. These are very important. And practice, 3 P's: patience, persistent, and practice. These are very important. Okay. What else? Let me know, Jack. Can we please continue to resume the project we started with? So that's what. This is what you're gonna get. Whoever is asking, Vishal. This is what you're gonna get. Output. The output, what you see, this is what you're gonna get. I just showed you how to build it. This is the output you'll get. This is the same. Okay. Now coming to, I'll just repeat what I did. Then I'll go with. Is that okay? We're not late, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Let's do that. I think we have.
Great. So we selected tech stack. I used Perplexity to find the best tools. I selected Lovable, Superbase, OpenAI, ChatGPT, Forum Mini. Then I went to Grok, use AI to build AI. Ask Grok to help you build your audio note taking app. Ask Grok to give you a prompt to start the project in Lovable. Copy that prompt, come to Lovable, paste that prompt, go to Superbase. Here, go to Superbase, create project, create tables to store data, create storage bucket to store audio file. Then connect the Superbase to Lovable, prompt Lovable to help integrate OpenAI API. It will give you an option where you can store your API key, test your app once it is ready, and publish. Publish is here. Can you see this publish button? This is how you can give it to your clients. You can connect custom domain, or you can create, it will also create this link. If I give you this link, you'll start using this app, or connect a custom domain. But I think custom domain, you can't do it for free. You need to have a paid plan. I have a paid plan, so that's why it says, connect custom domain. Okay. Is it clear? This is how you give a client, whoever is asking. So to test it out, to test your app, you copy this link, not publish. It says not publish, right? Once you publish, you'll be able to get this link here. Copy this link and give it to people. They'll be able to use the app. That's how you test it. Okay. So again, I think someone is spamming. I already repeated, I think 2-3 times. You get this something called as managed Superbase. This is how you connect to Lovable to Superbase. Okay. Yeah. Practice will make perfect. Correct. Not one time practice, guys. You need to keep on practicing. Try different ideas, simple ideas. Go with simple ideas like this. That's how it will help. Okay. Now, then what did I do? Then I went to platform.openai, created a new project, add billing details to add credit so that API call works, created API key and pasted it in Lovable. And that's how API AI creates a magic. That is this. This is the magic. We need to build this. Great. I'm actually working on. Is it clear, guys? Let me know in the chat. What do you think about this? I'm seeing a lot of thumbs up. Everybody, can you give me thumbs up? Great. Okay, I think we can take some questions.
Class, the Q&A begins now. You can drop in the chats and we'll take one by one, slowly and steadily. Please do not spam. If you spam, then we will miss your questions. Okay, so we'll take it slow and we'll be taking questions for about next 15 minutes and then we'll get to it. Okay, so Ken, yes, I think let's get to started. And also just one thing, I'll launch a poll for the session, which will say how was the session, and the 5 is the highest and 1 is the lowest. So once I launch it, which is now, you should be able to see it, and we'll keep it open for next 10 minutes. Yes, so Ken, yes.
Yes, so let me go ahead with the questions. Since these websites are doing all this, the app you created, you can sell those apps. You can make money from it. So just to give you an example, I created one landing page. I would have spent $20 for monthly subscription, and I would have made like $1,000 to $2,000 in that month by selling those landing pages to my clients. So I still build apps for products for solutions for the companies where I get paid. Does Bolt.new connect to Superbase the same way? No, it is little different. Bolt has a little different, and then go ahead and build a full sophisticated work. But if you're not able to sell, then it's of no use. So that is very important skill. Even though we'll be able, how much we shall pay against men. So you can pay any amount. Copy that error and tell it to solve that. It will do that. Where we use Superbase API key. If you are using Superbase API key, if you're not using Lovable, okay, if you're using Lovable, you don't need to worry about Superbase. But if you're using Cursor, Windsurf, you need to copy the Superbase API key and paste it there. That's a little complicated. So that's why we showed you Lovable, because get used to Lovable, then you can go to the next level. Is there any way to teach an AI a way of thinking like a sales script? You need to become a teacher for that AI. That's how only you can do that. AI's memory. Right now, I think recently there's a update in ChatGPT where you can store memory also. Earlier it wasn't there, but I think yesterday that the update happened. Yeah. Then there is RAG. You need to have RAG. RAG is basically for you that helps AI not to hallucinate. AI sometimes hallucinate. You ask it something and it gives you something. So that RAG is required for. Are you kidding? If that's true, $20 investment to $100,000. Yeah, that's how it is. That's why you need to sell. You need to know how to sell. So I had a lot of people in my contacts. So someone asked, "Do you, Sukin? Do you know is someone can help me in landing page?" Because this is something very urgent. I depended on one agency, but they didn't turn up. They ghosted me. Now I need your help. I said I can do it within 2 days, but I need $1,000. This I'm ready because we need to finish this fast. I said, okay, fine. Within 2 days, I finished the landing page and give it. To be honest, I finished it within one day, but I still had to drag it to show that it sometimes they also, it's too good to be true to finish in one day. Because this landing page, which I prepared, right, some agencies take, 10 days to 20 days to do that. Since we are building MVP, so we used Superbase to store data and storage, but can this be used to recognize cloud platform? Superbase, um, yeah, you see, if you're using Superbase, you don't have to worry about cloud platforms. You can directly involve, like, a lot of people talking about Postgres and all that, SQL and all that. You can still do that. You don't need to depend on Superbase. But I didn't go to that level because that is, again, extreme level of technical, right? Are these project only MVPs or commercially viable? These are MVPs. Commercial is when you test it, if everything is ready. See, what I built, what you saw, like, do you think people will pay for that? Think in that terms. Do you think whatever you build, people will pay? If you feel that people will pay, then deploy it. You have the custom domain, put your custom domain and sell it. We cannot call these apps Android or iOS. These are web apps. These are not website also. Website is different. These are web apps, not mobile apps. Start charging for your app. What other apps do you use for the payment? Payment, Stripe. You can integrate Stripe. Stripe is always good. There's something called as Link also, what I heard. I'm not sure. I think it's a Stripe product only. Can you use the same tools to create responsive website? Yes, you can create same thing. Like as I told, landing page, it's also a website also, like a kind of a website. You still do that. Step-by-step instruction taking through the API creation. API creation activity, I think I showed you step by step. So again, you can ask Grok also or ChatGPT to tell you, to give you instructions how to create API key using platform.openai.com. You don't have to mention the link also, it gives you links. Can you connect secure transaction processing to collect money using credit cards? Yes, you can. What are the DB space limits for free usage? It depends. You can see the plan. So they have a structure like, plan, subscription plan. So you can see what are the space available there. So right now what I built is good enough for free plan. You can able to connect cloud, as I think I've answered that. MVP most valuable player. No way to get the finished app from Lovable and self-hosting. I think Lovable allows you to host, which I showed you, custom domain, right? You can host it there only. Text with other web apps. Can I integrate created text with other? I'm not clear about that. Yeah, you can use SQL Server. That's what I said. I don't want to get into that level. You still can do that. Yes, you can do a different language, but you need to give a separate instructions. That again, it takes more time to the AI model to tell that, you can try out. What you do is like how I spoke in English, you can try out in other languages. See what happens. But only thing is it will translate it to English. You can try it out. I will stay an organization of the app. You can do that. The other platforms to Lovable, it is similar. Bolt, Lovable are like, competitors, and they are almost similar. Prompt and with builds app. Used to build iPhone app. But there is one tool called RORK, RORK. You can look into that. But again, it has a learning curve again. So that's why start building web apps first. Then you can get into apps. Then take this again. When is your next class? And do you have a special rate? I'll see. We can. Landing pages. Can I show one of my landing pages, Om? Someone wants to see that.
Yeah, let's do that as well.
Let me just quickly show one of my landing pages. Be very keen. I'm proud to show that also because that is one thing I love to do. Quickly, this will be the last. Then I think I'm done. So these are the projects which I did. Okay, I also built a YouTube thumbnail generator automatically, which gives my AI image. Okay, these all things you can build. Okay, this is one landing page which I'm still building, not built yet. So this is for one of the restaurant here in my place. They have a club facility also. So this is what I built. Yeah, that's it. So this restaurant, they are ready to give me more than $1,000 for this. So they say that people agency who have told them, they said they will take 1 month to build this. I said I will do it in 3 days. That's how it is. Anything else, Om? That's all, right?
Perfect. Yes, that's it for the day with Sukeen. We'll spend about next 15 minutes in the breakout activity. Folks, can we have some words of gratitude if this is the session that you
I hope you guys enjoyed the session. So this is how it is. I didn't want to bore you, but this is very. Thanks a lot, Om. Hey, folks, how are you doing today?